This is Goose Lake in Fitchburg, not the one in Jefferson, but in Fitchburg. We're here to catch some crappies, some bass, and maybe even a fish of death. So let's get fishing and see what we can get. We're going to be using a 1-inch gulp minnow suspended under with a 1/16 jig head, suspended about a foot under a float near the shore, and see what we can get. It's been raining a bit this morning, so the water's like a couple inches higher, but that shouldn't really matter all that much. I just saw a fish jump. Not exactly sure what fish that was though. I can see fish splashes breaking the surface too. Oh, that one got it. That one got it good. Is that a crappie? No, that is a bluegill. It's a bluegill. Ah, yeah, it's probably what I thought it was because you can see like their mouths are much smaller than the crappies. So yeah, bluegill. Not a big one either, but a bluegill. Cooked it through the nose because it went for it wrongly, I think. Bluegill. All right, see you, Gil. I think I'm gonna try tossing out a little further and extending the my line a little bit because I don't want bluegills, I want crappies, but they may not be that close. Gotta jig when you throw it out. Oh, something. Oh, gotta jig it. I think something has it. Yep, that's a fish. Oh, I think it's a crappie. I think it is a crappie. It's a small one, but it is a crappie. It's the first crappie I've actually caught here. First crappie I've actually caught here. Very nice. Very small though. Not really ready to be used for eating, but a crappie. Not bad, not bad. Look at that. A crappie. A crappie. What do you think, Mr. Crappie? Should I eat you? No, I'm too small to be eaten. You should let me grow a few years. Okay, I'll be back to eat you later. Yay, but no. All right, Mr. Crappie. You get to go today. See ya. When throwing your bait, it is very important to jig because you just let it sit there and you don't move it. There's not that many fish that are actually going to bite it. If they see movement on the bait, they'll think it's live and they will actually bite it. So it's very important that you jig some and not just let it sit there. So you let it sit there, very few things will be interested in it. Because, I don't know, they don't like dead minnows, I guess. You also want to toss near the structure, but just don't want to get stuck in the structure. I'm still floating about a foot down, by the way. A lot of these fish are pretty close to shore. Just throw this out there and jig, because that seems to be a winning strategy. Fish don't want it if you don't jig it. You got to work for it, guys. Got to work for it by jigging it slightly. Something has it, something. Oh, did I get it? No. I think they're a little further out, actually. So I'm going to have to throw that way, towards the log, and jig. Jigging is kind of fun. It's not quite as straightforward as just casting and retrieving, but it's pretty fun. It ain't bad. They're kind of like crappies. I know they tend to school, so they do tend to group in the same location. So if you catch one, there's probably more there. Something's got it. That is a bluegill. That's a bluegill. It's not what I'm looking for. Not a crappie. It's a nice sized gill though. It's third fish for the day. Jigging for fish. See ya, bluegill. I wonder if the crappies are going to come closer to shore towards dusk. Sure hope so. I want to get some big ones. I want to get some oh, something took it. Something took it. Let's see what it is. I think it's a crappie. Oh yeah, it's another crappie. It's another crappie, but it's small. I want a big crappie. These are like 6-inch crappies, man. I want a bigger crappie. But the crappie are back. Jigging is the way to get them. Check that out. Very small crappie. See ya. The steel leader does not seem to bother the fish at all. And they really seem to like the bait. They don't bite it if you don't jig it, so you got to move it for them to actually bite it. I think they're also, the crappies are generally a little bit further out than the bluegills right now. Maybe they'll move in as the day gets later. So you gotta go a little bit further out to get crops. Oh, something's got it. This one's good. Oh nope, it's another bluegill. It's another bluegill. Ah, this is actually like really fun fishing like this. I just wish there were more bluegills like this everywhere. All right, see you, bluegill. Got it. Got something, got something. I think it's another crappie. Yeah, slaying the crappies, slaying the small crappies. Slaying small crappies. There's got to be bigger ones out there though. What do you know, another small crappie. They're definitely by the shore right now, so see ya, crappie. All right, we're gonna toss out here again. Hopefully get some bigger fish. I mean, only tiny crappies so far. They really seem to like them. Should probably save some until nightfall, because I think that's when the larger crappies come ashore. Right now it's only really small ones. Got one, got one. It's fighting like a bluegill, but I can't really tell. Yep, it's indeed a bluegill. Crappies and bluegills fight slightly differently, but this one is definitely a bluegill. Slamming the bluegills and the crappies. Probably can catch infinite amount of these things here. There's a huge school of them on that fallen debris over there, but I am looking for bigger crappies. This is some of the most fun I've had in spring fishing. The only frustrating thing about this is I keep on getting caught on one of the logs. I do keep on getting caught in one of the logs, and I keep missing the fish. I'm waiting for a huge bite on my hot dog. Hopefully it's not a snapping turtle, because those things are around here, and snapping turtles do suck when you're fishing, because it's really hard to remove the hook from their mouth, and I would have to probably lose a leader, which I don't really want to do. But if it's a tiger muskie or something else, which have been reported to be here, yeah, that would be awesome. What is that? Oh, it's a bluegill. It's a bluegill. Jigging works again. All right, crappie, see ya. Or bluegill, whatever. All right, we're gonna change up locations for a bit because I want some big crappie. And well, that was a good start over there. I definitely need bigger crappie. So we're gonna try to jig over here, see if anything's in this debris. I can tell they're biting near the bottom as well, I think. Oh! Yes, 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 yes. Finally, I got one from here. But it is a bullhead gato fish. A lesser gato fish. There are gato fish here, but they're of the lesser quality. So we are not interested in bullhead gato fish. It's not very, as you can clearly see, it's not very gato. A bullhead gato fish. All right, bullhead gato fish. Are you gato? I'm not that gato. No, you aren't. See ya. Not interested in fish of the lesser gato variety. There was a greater gato fish. If there was a greater gato fish that was a little more gato, I definitely would be interested. But it's only a lesser gato fish for right now. If there was like a fish of sufficient gato-ness here, I definitely would be interested though. Got one. It is another bullhead. No, this one's actually a bluegill. This guy's gonna be useful because I'm gonna use him as bait. He is an unlucky bluegill. I'm gonna use him as bait. A green sunfish, actually. He's gonna be bait for my glorious venture of catching a fish, a greater fish of death. All right, Mr. Sunfish, you win a prize. You get to go meet the greater fish of death. No, he's too deadly for me. Sorry, fish. That is your fate. No! Fish is all rigged up. It's gonna be ready to meet the greater fish of death. All right, that fish is gonna meet his maker in the greater fish of death. Let's get back to jigging. I feel like there's always something that's messing with that bluegill. I mean, there's definitely more interest in the bluegill than the hot dog, and I'm probably gonna just change the other hook for a little gill too if I can get one. Jigging further out for a bigger fish. About 3 foot down. That I'm using as, jigging about 3 foot under the float. Got one, got one. Is that a bullhead? I think it's a bullhead. Bullhead gato fish. Another lesser gato fish. Man, there's a giant ass turtle near my bait. That makes me kind of nervous. But a bullhead gato fish. Jigging strikes again. Jigging strikes again. Oh no, is it gonna get me caught? Is that a crappie? Yeah, it's a crappie, but it's another small one. It's my 4th crappie today. But I need like a giant crappie, not these little 6-inch, well, 7-8 inch little pieces of crap. Crappie, crop. I made it funny. But anyways, another crappie. It's a pretty crappie. See ya. I am quickly running out of these 1-inch gulp minnows. I did not resupply yesterday, which I probably should have. Definitely should have resupplied. I do still have the Crappie Kingslayers, but I don't think they're quite as good as these. So see if I can just jig these a little bit more. I think I got one. Yeah, definitely got a fish. It's another, oh, it's a crappie. Oh, that's a really dark crappie actually, on the underside anyways. But why are they all small? These are not slabs. I want slabs. Crappie, crappie, crappie. See ya, crappie. Got one on the line again. Further out. Oh, it's a crappie. It's another crappie, but they're small. They are so small. I think this one's a white crappie, but oh man, they are so small. All right, crappie. It's the 6th or 7th one today. They're very small. I don't really know where the crappie beds are in this pond. I know there's got to be some crappie beds. I just don't know where they are. Not really any. Oh, that's something. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, it is a crappie. It is a crappie. That's another small one. Oh, I guess if you catch like 30 of these, you can make a meal, but another crappie, but a small one. Another small crappie. See ya. All right, coming to the wooded area at the other end of kind of like where the side of the pond is, and should be a lot of fish here. There's a ton of structure here. Might be jigging a little too deep though. I gotta watch out for the trees and stuff, because if I hook in, that could be troublesome. Got one finally. What is it though? What is it? It is, it's a sunfish. It's a bluegill. It's a bluegill. Let's see if there's anything else here. A bluegill. A bluegill. See ya. Let's try that again. Switch my jig to be a little bit. I'm not quite as deep. I'm only about, I would say, 1.5 foot now. Looks like I got something else. Oh, it's got, dang it. Now he's got me hooked on the tree. I hate that when it happens. Change to a bigger jig head, a different color. White jig head. I don't know if they'll like this or not. Hopefully they do. Should still be small enough for things to bite. I think something's got it. Yep. Oh, it jumped. That's a crappie. That's a crappie, but it's still a small one. It's definitely still a small crappie. Yeah. It's a slightly bigger one. It's a slightly bigger one than the ones I've been catching, but still not a big crappie at all. Not a big crappie at all. So this place is pretty crappie-licious, but not crappie-licious enough. This one's probably like 8-9 inches, but still not crappie-licious enough. Just check my bigger poles. Something took the hot dog and something took the bluegill. So there must be pretty big predatory fish in here if something took those things. Oh, got another one. Got another one. Oh, this one's bigger. This one's a lot bigger. Oh yeah, that's a good crappie. Finally got a good sized crappie. Yeah, man, busting them up. Waxworm, a good sized crappie finally. Not a huge one by any means, but a good sized crappie. I like it, I like it. I think I'm gonna keep using the waxworms because gotten a fat crappie. Finally got a good one. Nice size eating crappie. Probably like 9-10 inches. Biggest crappie of the day. Hopefully we can get some bigger, fatter ones in the time to come. He's not a bait size crappie, but he is a pretty good crappie. If I wanted dinner, these are the kind of crappies I would want. See ya, crappie. Cross over out there in the middle by the tree branches and see if we can jig to get something. Got something. Is it a bullhead guttofish again? No, it's a tiny crappie. Oh man, a little crappie. A little crappie. They are by that tree, but they're all small here, except for that one like fat one I caught. They're all pretty small here. I don't know where the bigger ones are, but the smaller ones are definitely here. I don't know what you would do with the smaller ones though. I guess you could eat them. I mean, they're still as good. They're just not, you know, as much meat on these. See ya, crappie. Let's try that again. There's got to be some bigger ones out there. Oh, something's got it. Yeah. Oh, that's a good fish. It's a good fish. It's another tiny little crappie. Oh my gosh, this is a crappie honeyhole. Definitely a crappie honeyhole, but not a very big crappie honeyhole. These aren't slabs for any measure. It's definitely not the slabs we're looking for. Definitely just see a crappie. All right, if I can catch another couple of good crappie, it's time to call it a day, or just time to call it a day soon anyways, because it's getting dark and I can't see anymore. Didn't bring the night light because, you know, I don't really go till 11 o'clock at night going for crappie. All right, just 5 to 10 more minutes of this panfish action, and we will basically be good for today, because caught like dozens of fish today. Only that one really nice one. Caught several like around 7-inch crappies. Not really what I wanted, obviously. Oh, got one. It's probably gonna be the last fish of the day. And it is, what is that? Yep, it's another little crappie. Last fish of the day, another little crappie. This is a crappie honeyhole. Probably need a canoe and go out a little bit further to get the big ones, but another crappie. That's gonna be it for today. Hope you had fun. And just remember, this is Goose Lake, Fitchburg. Oh yeah, like and subscribe, and probably doing like 1 or 2 more crappie episodes. But tomorrow we're going back out to the river to catch a greater fish of death, and also a gato fish.